Severe weather is forecast across much of mainland France through at least July 12. Thunderstorms are expected across much of the country, with the most intense storms likely in southern regions, and heavy rainfall is likely in northern regions. Strong wind gusts, lightning, and possible hail may accompany storms. Heavy downpours may trigger flooding in low-lying areas and landslides on unstable slopes. Further orange and yellow weather warnings are in place across much of mainland France July 12, with the exception of western and far southeastern regions. Officials could update and extend the coverage of weather alerts over the coming days. Sustained heavy rainfall could trigger flooding in low-lying communities near rivers, streams, and creeks. Urban flooding is also possible in developed areas with easily overwhelmed or a lack of stormwater drainage systems. Sites located downstream from large reservoirs or rivers may be subject to flash flooding after relatively short periods of intense rainfall. Landslides are possible in hilly or mountainous areas, especially where heavy rain has saturated the soil. Authorities could issue mandatory evacuation orders for flood-prone communities over the coming days, where significant flooding, landslides, or strong winds impact utility networks. Disruptions to electricity and telecommunications services are possible. Floodwaters and debris flows may render some bridges or roadways impassable, impacting overland travel in and around affected areas. Ponding on road surfaces could cause hazardous driving conditions on regional highways. Authorities could temporarily close some low-lying routes that become inundated by floodwaters. Severe weather could also trigger flight delays and cancellations at airports across the affected region. If strong winds trigger hazardous sea conditions, authorities may temporarily suspend port operations or close beachfronts. Localized business disruptions may occur in low-lying areas. Some businesses might not operate at full capacity because of flood damage to facilities and some employees' inability to reach work sites.
Non, mais tu prends ça sur la tête, quand t'es assommé, hein. Oui, non, mais je comptais pas bouger, hein. Ouais. Il se pète à l'arrivée au sol, mais quand tu vois la gueule, les autres derrière, tant pis. Hein. Oh là là.
As the severe weather persists, residents in affected regions are urged to stay informed through official channels for updates on weather conditions and potential evacuations. It's essential to prepare for possible power outages by securing necessary supplies such as batteries, flashlights, and non-perishable food items. Those living in flood-prone areas should have an emergency plan in place, ensuring all family members know evacuation routes and have a ready-to-go emergency kit with essential documents, medications, and personal items. Transportation networks are likely to face significant strain due to the weather conditions. Commuters should plan for longer travel times and possible detours. Public transportation services may experience delays or cancellations, especially in areas severely affected by flooding. Travelers are advised to check with airlines, train operators, and local transit authorities for the latest information on service disruptions. Agricultural sectors could also suffer as prolonged heavy rain and flooding can damage crops and soil, leading to potential economic losses for farmers. Livestock may need to be moved to higher ground to avoid floodwaters.